In this video, we're going to discuss state machine. A state machine is a type of automation that uses a finite number of states within an execution. You can go into one state when triggered by one activity and then jump into another state when triggered by another activity. Another important aspect of state machines are the transitions. These allow us to jump from one state to another, and they're represented by arrows or branches between the different states. There are two activities that are specified within a state machine, namely the state and then the final state. The state's where you create most of your different activities, and then the final state is run at the end of the code. So let's get started. Again, if you notice, we have a blank workspace. So go to start again and then create a new blank workspace, or just clear whatever you have. And then we can do a state by typing state. And then we can find a state machine here, which is just a flow chart of the state machines. And then we have our different states, the final and just a regular state. Or we can come here and create a state machine. Both will do the same. So let me just show you. So if you drag this over, this will create a state machine flow chart within our main. And if we create this, it'll do a same thing, but give us a name that we can specify. So let's call it state machine demo. And let me clear this, delete. Once we have this, what we're going to do is search for state. And you will notice that we have our state and then our final state. So let's drag our state over. And then we need another state. And then we need our final state. And let's connect these. So the first state is what we're going to do. We're going to initialize and create our random number. So let's search for a sign. It's right here. And we're going to say create our variables. So go back to this, highlight it, and create our variable int random number of type integer, int guess number of type integer. And then string message of type string. And inside of here, we're going to type guess a number from 1 to 5. Close this. So go here, control space, random number, new random parentheses dot next, open parentheses 1 comma 5, close parentheses. Come back here, and our first transition is just going to go to this next one. We don't have to have a condition. So what this will do is, if we have a condition to make it come here, by default we just want to, once we initialize the random number, we want to come to the second state. Now inside of here, this is where we're going to search for our input, and our label will be string message, and our output would be control space guess number. Come back to this. Now we will need two transitions. The first one, if the number is too big. So once we just drag this back to itself, double click on this transition, and we can say, let's give it a name. So give it a name here. So this would be too big. And then let's say control. So inside of this condition, say control if the guess is greater than the random number. And if so, we need to do another assign and say string message too big. Please try again. Okay. Come back to this. And let's do another one. Double click. Too small. Int guess is less than random. Assign a string message. Too small. Please try again. And then now our final state would be if it's correct. And so we just double click on this and we'll say control equals random, and we'll give a message box. Congratulations. You guessed correct. The number was .toString. And we can give this a name. Correct guess. Nothing fancy here. Now what this will do is it'll initialize our random number, come here and let them guess, and if they, how many times they get it wrong, it'll keep coming back to itself. So if it's too big, it'll come back. If it's too small, it'll come back. But if it's just right, then it'll go to this final state. Let's give this a try. Number from 1 to 5. Let's say 2. Number too small, 3. Congratulations, the number was 3. All right, and that's how state machines work. Thanks for watching the tutorial. Hope to see you in the next video.